Hello, and welcome back to Relationship Arena. This is your host, MC Hardaway, and this is the podcast platform where we talk about all things marriage, relationship, commitmentship, and situationship. And on this great morning, we will be talking about deal breakers. Now, I don't know if you've been having those conversations with your mate or significant other, but deal breakers need to be talked about among the two of you. Deal breakers can hold up a relationship, stop it, or end it before it goes any further. So, what are some of your deal breakers? I mean, is it a person being a liar, which would be a really top deal breaker for me? I cannot stand liars. If lying all you can do, stay away from me. So that would be a good one. Lying, whether your person that you like of interest is not showing any lying tendencies offhand, but as you get further in a relationship, you're starting to hear things that doesn't sound right. They don't meet a timeline. And now you're realizing, oh, snap, I actually like a liar. And that is not good for anybody. If you have to lie, then don't do it and you shouldn't be in a relationship because you're not ready. So, what is another deal breaker that you may need to consider? Are they ambitious? Are they lazy? Are they a go getter? Are they just a dreamer with no action behind it? Maybe you need to think about that as well. Your person can be such a great person and have the biggest dreams, but if all they're doing is just dreaming and there's no work put behind that dream so it can become a reality one day, then you might need to consider that. Why are they just sitting around having happy thoughts with no work? Nothing comes from nothing. You got to have work behind just about everything. So that will be a huge deal breaker. Think about that. It might not seem like a lot now, but if you got a year or so down the line and that person is still dreaming with no interest on actually making a move and you just encouraging them, you're like, oh, come on, you can do it. You can put your mind to whatever it is. You got some really amazing dreams. Let's put some work behind it. I'll help you. But if that person is not interested and they keep telling you, oh, I'm going to do it, I'm going to get to it, then that may be a deal breaker. Just depending on who you are and what you're looking for in a mate, a potential spouse, that is something to consider. You need to sit down and have a conversation with each other because you don't want those type of issues arising later. I mean, unless it's a mental issue that comes up that needs to be further checked in, then I can understand that. But just being a dreamer and lazy does not work. I don't know who that's working for. And what about being groomed, well groomed? You keeping up appearances. You smell good all the time. Woo, it's nothing like a good smelling man. But do you want your person to be well groomed all the time? There's nothing wrong with that. But they're giving you the opposite. Now that's where the problem gonna come in. I don't want to be sitting around or walking around somewhere and all I'm doing, I'm smelling you from afar. Not doing that. I'm gonna need you to save that, take it behind, get yourself cleaned up. Your hygiene should be on point at all times. That would be a deal breaker for me. I'm a little particular, and you kind of have to smell good. Well, you have to smell good. Even if you don't put on your extra smell goods, your cologne and whatnot. I don't want to smell your body odors as if you've been dancing and working all day. Yeah, that'll be a problem. So also, what about family? Have you thought about before you get into a marriage or even engaged, how the family might be? The type of mates you have gotten with, as far as are they going to tell their family everything? Does their family have a big, I guess, have so much to say in regards to your relationship? Does their opinion matter to your mate more than you? And then, why do they have an opinion? That's another thing. Once you two get together or even engaged or just dating, y'all relationship is y'all relationship. Your family shouldn't have nothing to say against it unless it's negative and you need some help. You need to consider that. Because some relationship families can make or break a relationship depending on your mindset and how strong you are mentally. and with each other as far as your connection. So think about that. Go around the family, how they treat you. They treat you wonderfully. Okay, so now you go into a marriage, you're going to have a really good relationship and a good bond with the family. Awesome. Good. But what if you get into the relationship and it doesn't happen that way? It changes for the worse. Or what if you come to the relationship and they already treating you like crap? Then what you going to do? How much of it can you take? That is a deal breaker for most people. It's a very big deal breaker. But again, it also depends on your connection with your special someone, to where it's just you two against everybody, against family included. So, think about that too. I think people underestimate the strength of what family can do to a relationship. So consider that deeply. Or do you just want somebody that's just skin deep? Just handsome on the outside, just magnificently chiseled on the outside, or she's super, super fine. I mean, just straight gorgeous. You just want you a trophy person with nothing inside the head, nothing inside the heart. What is it for you? So I'm just giving you a few things to think about before you enter these relationships, let alone a long-term relationship, because these can hinder you from going to your next step, or at least moving forward with this person. So I'm just here to get the mind rolling on a few of the things you don't hear about on a regular basis. Deal breakers. They are not a myth. They are real. But they are different for everybody. So consider what they are. Have those talks with your mate or your whomever you're liking at the moment, and see where y'all land. And just keep watching the person. You have to look for things, but their action, again, should match their words. All right. Well, I decided to bring you that on this great Saturday morning. I hope you're having a great, great day. I thank you for listening to my podcast, and hopefully you're sharing it with someone else that can actually benefit from my podcast. All right. So, again, I am your host, MC Hardaway. This is Relationship Arena, where we talk about all things marriage, relationship, commitmentship, and situationship. All right. Until the next show, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.